Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. We've got a video I'm going to share with you guys. Katie Thurston just posted to her TikTok regarding the issue of consent, and there's a trigger warning for sexual assault. If you haven't been following the story, there's been accusations made on Reddit, several now, one a few months ago and another yesterday, or I should say 2 days ago, with regards to one of the contestants from Michelle Young's season of The Bachelorette. And it was deafening, the silence from Bachelor Nation. Anyone with ties to Bachelor Nation, in the good graces of Bachelor Nation, anyone on the payroll of Bachelor Nation did not say anything until, in a short time, Elizabeth Corrigan came out with a statement saying, believe women, essentially is what she was saying. She's in the habit of believing women. And then Katie Thurston also came out and said the same thing and shared the allegations and put herself out there. And what we have to realize is that when people's jobs are on the line, so a lot of people remain silent. They don't want to ruffle feathers. They don't want to make the show look like a bad light. They want to sweep things under the rug. And people sweep things under the rug because, if you're crashing on someone's couch, you don't complain about their cooking. That's kind of how it works. That's what bias is all about. There's a bias that exists because people work for Bachelor. They want to be in the good graces of the show and of contestants and this and that. And we've discussed how kind of nuclear this topic can be because they're heavy accusations. Well, Katie Thurston hasn't shied away from discussing it, and she has mentioned in the past that she is a victim of similar circumstance. And so for her to share this on her platforms, essentially risking losing followers, losing the good graces of the community. The word brave is, overused sometimes, but this is exactly what it is. Let's have a listen and see what she has to say.
Yesterday, because I had some feelings, thoughts, emotions on trigger warning, sexual assault. Two things come to mind. First of all, people who stand by the legality of someone's innocence and them being innocent until proven guilty, and that's fine. Someone legally, by definition, can be innocent. However, the definition of a survivor's experience can make someone absolutely guilty. Another thing that comes to mind is how a lot of blame and shame is put on the survivor for being under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and that they shouldn't have put themselves in that situation. However, I think we really need to start educating what consent means and start putting the blame on the perpetrator. So let's talk about consent. Shout out to Planned Parenthood. Consent is as easy as fries. Number 1, freely given. And this one's really important because if you got consent while she is under the influence of drugs or alcohol, is that consent? No. Number 2, reversible. At any point, even during sex, the person can change their mind. Consent is required every single time. This is a huge one. Number 3, informed. Let's check out this example. If you agree to use a condom and then you don't, that is not consent. Number 4, this one literally speaks for itself. And the last one, number 5, specific. This one's very important because consent is required along the way. Just because you are making out does not mean you have consent to have intercourse. If her top is off, you still do not have consent to have intercourse.
Right,
now, I know there's a lot of people out there who say, oh, I don't want to be falsely accused. Follow the fries, guys, and you'll be good to go. As for everyone else, if you or someone you know has been a victim of sexual assault, I want to link this resource here. RAIN is a great organization that will help you process the trauma and receive the support and guidance that you need.
So Katie Thurston, she's doing this like month-long challenge where she's making a video a day, and it's ranged from skydiving to little vlogs of what's going on in her life, and topics that come up with regards to these conversations that are happening. Yes, yeah, I like I said, I've gotten phone calls from people in Bachelor Nation saying, I don't know how to report this. I don't know how to talk about this. They called me yesterday. I don't know, who to believe, and the bottom line is conversation is good. Conversation is good. I'll say this literally until they rip the computer from my hands. Conversation is good. Katie Thurston explaining these things might be obvious to you, maybe not. But her explaining these things to her following, which is almost at 1 million followers. Maybe she's losing some of her Instagram Bachelor followers, but as I've said, you keep being authentic to yourself, Katie Thurston, and you're going to do just fine. She's sharing authentic and meaningful things. And people in some of the comments have said, I'm going to read one. Someone said it's deafening. The silence from others is deafening. Big respect from me for speaking about this and not pretending like this issue hasn't taken on focus with this scandal. I have so much appreciation and respect for her, and I also think she's a lovely person. So, because she gets a lot of hate. She's gotten a lot of hate for speaking her mind. Sometimes, maybe she comes off a certain way. She knows that. Maybe she comes off a certain way. She's not pageant trained like some people. But because she's not pageant trained like some people, she's not worried about coming off the wrong way. She's going to come off authentically her, and in doing so, share some great information. Post a link in the comments section here to RAINN, RAINN.org. And let me just double check that there's no content that I missed here. Oh, I did want to share this. So I try not to promote my other channel when we're talking about heavy topics like this, but there's a lot of content that I've recently made that has similar discussions with regards to some of the ways we've treated celebrity women with regards to Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, and Millie Bobby Brown, who just turned 18, and there was a countdown clock since she was like 12 years old for her 18th birthday, which is just sickening, right? So a little bit different than what Katie's talking about, but we're having these discussions, the Kim and Kanye harassment that's going on, conversation and bringing light into some of these difficult conversations is going to help us overcome them and educate others in the process. So yeah, Katie, you lose a few followers for making videos like that, then good riddance to them. The right people are going to show up. And I think the algorithm's actually going to boost your following higher. I think in the long run, the people that are afraid to be on the right side will end up losing followers because their superficiality will come out, whereas you being truthful to who you are and sharing things that mean a lot to you, that's the energy that's going to get more follows and more people that you need on your right side. Let me know what you guys think. Link below if anyone needs to use RAINN, absolutely, or to donate. That's where the link is. Good on you, Katie, and I know you're getting a lot of credit for essentially just doing what I feel like a lot of the people in Bachelor Nation should be doing, which is having these conversations, and they're not, and you are, and we appreciate that. All right, folks, that's it for me today. We'll talk to you guys later.